How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars gaming video. Now today we have a fair bit of news to get through regarding just about all current Star Wars games, including patch details and confirmations for Battlefront 2, some new details regarding LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, as well as some news regarding the Battlefront 2 petition, and there's a few things that aren't necessarily news related that I want to discuss toward the end of the video. But I will get through all the news first, so those who just came here for news can click off once that's all said and done. Now before we get into all of that, just a heads up, some new videos have been posted on my second channel, so if you haven't already then be sure to head over there and show that channel some love. I am also going to be re-ranking the Star Wars movies on my second channel very soon, as I may have jumped the gun 6 months ago when I ranked Star Wars movies the day after The Rise of Skywalker came out. So make sure that you keep an eye out for that and go check out the second channel. But anyway, now let's dive on into the news. So first up, we'll quickly just skim over the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news, as I know a lot of you guys are here for Battlefront 2. Now, there have been a bunch of appearances released on the LEGO Star Wars Facebook page over the past couple of weeks. It seems like every couple of days they are releasing new images, which it seems like that will continue. We know that LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is going to be a huge game with a plethora of Star Wars characters, from common characters like Vader, Luke, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Rey, Kylo, Yoda, and the list goes on. But there will for sure be some characters that we haven't really seen before, which could be getting revealed in the very near future. But what to take away from this is that LEGO Star Wars promotion is really starting to build up in anticipation for the game. They are drip feeding new stuff right now, and I assume a new official trailer showcasing more of the game will be arriving sooner rather than later. So make sure that you keep an eye out for that, but I will of course cover it on this channel regardless. But now moving on to some Battlefront 2 news. Now, since my last news video regarding Battlefront 2, there has actually been a few things that have gone down, with recent confirmations in the past 24 hours alone as well. So we'll get to all of that now. So starting back from the beginning, late last week, old community manager from DICE, Ben Walk, did put out a post on Reddit which was an update on the next and seemingly final patch that will be coming to Battlefront 2. Now, actual details of what the patch will entail have been released, and I'll get to that in a second, but just recapping this particular post from last week to keep everybody in the loop for what's going on. So according to this post, the next update will include a bunch of bug fixes, tweaks, and improvements, which we already knew, that's kind of a given with a patch. But as for the hero skin challenges, we actually got some details here regarding what's going to change. So instead of requiring you to defeat 5,000 opponents as Darth Maul, it will be changing to be 5,000 opponents with any dark side hero. So whether that's Palpatine, Kylo Ren, Vader, whatever, they will all count to unlocking the robotic legs Darth Maul skin. So there's no need to lobby spam trying to get Maul anymore, which is good news. Now also, a light side equivalent of this will be put into place for the Farm Boy Luke and Princess Leia appearances. So for those of you who have never gotten those skins, you will be able to do that. So this is going to allow for people to at least have a little bit of something to do with Battlefront 2 over the next few weeks or months. Now this update, as it says here, doesn't actually have a confirmed release date yet, but it won't be next week, which basically means this week. But we could possibly get some details regarding when the update will come over the next few days, so when and if we do, I'll be sure to cover it on the channel, so make sure those notifications are turned on. But now moving on, and some actual details for what the patch will entail are here. Now this is really important, and we'll get to why in a second. So in the past 24 hours, hero designer for Battlefront 2, Guillaume, broke some silence on Twitter. He says that he managed to find a small window for some small and safe Vader and Kylo adjustments. Kylo Ren's frenzy damage will be reduced by 10, Vader's throw damage will be reduced by 20, and the damage for his choke will be halved. So this will nerf the hell out of the choke throw combo that allows Vader to basically just destroy absolutely anything. Vader did need to be nerfed, and anyone who says that he didn't probably isn't very good at the game because he was pretty broken. And I gotta say, I think the Kylo nerf was maybe a little bit uncalled for. Kylo is really good, but I don't think this nerf will really affect him too much, so, you know, maybe it won't really do anything anyway. So those are the two confirmed nerfs to be coming in the next patch. Now, I feel like if there was more, he would have just gone and said it in this tweet, but it is what it is. But the reason as to why this is important lies in Guillaume's next tweet. He goes on to say, and with that, it is my last changes for real. And then he goes on to thank the community for the love and support. So Battlefront 2's hero designer will no longer be doing anything to heroes going forward. So the way the heroes are after this upcoming patch is how they are going to stay for the rest of Battlefront 2's lifespan, which is a pretty big deal. So if this patch breaks heroes or over nerfs heroes, then that's the way it's just going to be from now on. He did say that they were just small and safe changes, so hopefully nothing buggy happens, but I mean, you just never know with Battlefront 2. But yeah, this is official confirmation that the hero designer for Battlefront 2 just made his last changes to the game. So how the heroes are after this update is how they will remain for the remainder of the game, which is pretty crazy to think about, to be honest. But moving on now, but staying on the topic of Battlefront 2, and I've got some updates for you guys regarding the Battlefront 2 petition that I spoke about last week on the channel. The Save Battlefront 2 petition has actually doubled in size since I made that video, with Christian, the guy who made the petition, even extending out a thank you to me on Twitter regarding the petition's spike in signatures since I spoke about it on the channel last week. So that means that a lot of you guys actually went and showed the petition some love when I plugged it on the channel last week. It must have honestly been about 10 to 15,000 of you heading over there, so a big thank you for that. Now, you guys know where I stand with this petition. I don't think it will really come of anything. I think at best, what it will do is make EA realize that the Battlefront franchise is highly regarded and sought after by fans. I don't think this would ever in a million years make them reinstate Battlefront 2's live service, but I think there is a chance that it could influence some decision making regarding a Battlefront 3. So I do think this petition is worth your signature. Now, the petition at the time of recording this video is sitting at just over 67,000 signatures, which is pretty decent. I still think it's going to need at least 100,000 for it to really even start getting on EA's radar. So I will once again put the link below for the petition, so if you haven't signed it already and love Battlefront or Star Wars games in general, it couldn't hurt to sign it. We already lost Battlefront 2, so we really don't have anything else to lose by signing it. News outlets, after all, are still writing up articles on the petition, so it is still creating some noise. Now, if anything does come of this petition, rest assured I will cover it on the channel going forward, as I will be watching what happens with it very closely. But that is just about it for the news segment of this video. Now, I just wanted to discuss a few things regarding EA Play, Fallen Order sequels, and EA holding the Star Wars license. Like I said, this isn't news, just a few things that I wanted to talk about. So if you just came to the video for news, if you want to click off, that's cool, but I think this will have some value for you if you do stay. Now, given a lot of recent comments I have seen on my videos over the past week or so, I am seeing a lot of people saying that they think we will get this and we'll get that at EA Play. But I'm just going to keep realities in check for a second. Don't overhype EA Play, guys. Odds are we're not going to get much, if anything at all. Yes, EA Star Wars Twitter page did promote the event, which will take place online this year, but that doesn't mean we're going to get a ton of details on Fallen Order 2 or Project Maverick or a Battlefront 3 announcement like some of the things I've been seeing in my comments. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but try and keep expectations low, as I am seeing a lot of people just hanging out like it's going to reveal all this stuff, but I'm just keeping it real with you guys here. LEGO Star Wars is the only game that I think will realistically get anything for in the next month or so, but that will not come at EA Play as it's a LEGO game. So that's the first thing I wanted to touch on, and the second thing is regarding EA holding the Star Wars license. Again, I'm seeing all of these people parading things around like it's gospel and spreading false information. Now, I mentioned this on the channel in the past, but I think that the Star Wars license will be getting renewed to EA. I think that foundations have already been put in place for it behind closed doors, to be honest. That's obviously not confirmation, that's just the opinion of someone watching this stuff like a hawk. Now, EA did announce a Jedi Fallen Order franchise, which they would not do if there was just one more game to come out. So I've seen people say things like they're going to bring out 2 Fallen Order games and, you know, that's just the sort of stuff they're spreading around. But the thing is, they won't. it's impossible that they'll get 2 Fallen Order games out by the time their contract is up. It is just not happening. Fallen Order 2 is likely to get its release in fall of 2022, so we are not getting 2 Fallen Order games before 2023. The only way that this could possibly be happening is, like I said, if the license has been extended behind closed doors and EA are already planning ahead, which again, that's what I personally think is happening. And that's why I think that EA's CEO did come out and say that Jedi Fallen Order would be a franchise. But anyway guys, that was just some of the stuff that I wanted to get off my chest given what I have been seeing people say lately, so hopefully that cleared up any confusion or false information. But guys, that's just about going to do it for this video. Be sure to drop a like if you did enjoy it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And be sure to check out my second channel as, like I said, I will be re-ranking Star Wars movies over there very soon. But that's going to do it for me today, so thank you all for watching and have a good one.